countdown.
Yep, it's recording now.
You're recording.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to Project Nerdy Jeopardy. This is our fourth game. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
All right. I hope everybody's doing well during this very unique situation we're having around the world. So before we get started the game, we're going to have everybody kind of introduce themselves if you're new to the channel and kind of talk about what they've been doing during this outbreak/quarantine. So why don't we, at least on my screen, Ryan is on the top left. So why don't we just start with Ryan?
Cool. I'm Ryan, also known as Reb. I am the token Brit on the channel. Here in London, we've been on lockdown officially for 2.5 weeks, I think, and my company had us self-isolate for maybe 3. I have spent the past couple of weeks actually lucky enough to work from home, so a lot of it has been just working as normal, but outside of that, my apartment has never been cleaner or tidier. I've been clearing out closets and bookshelves are getting reorganized, clothing is getting thrown out, all that kind of stuff. On the sort of nerdy games and hobbies sort of side of things, I have now completed Spider-Man on PS4. I'm finally starting up Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Switch. So the video games that I didn't have time for before, I now have nothing but time. So I'm catching up on all of my media.
Awesome. All right. How about David next?
Hi, I'm David. I'm essential. And no, I'm from Missouri, Northwest Missouri, and I am currently working as a medical receptionist, so I get to be at the office. And beyond that, I've been spending the evenings wishing I was at home, having extra time to catch up on things. And a lot of meditation, some extra yoga, some deep breathing to keep anxiety from completely taking over my brain. And beyond that, I'm ready. It's spring now, so things are growing. So I'm going to be getting back out into the yard and to the garden. And that's about it for me.
All right. Holly?
I'm Holly. I was from Portland, Oregon. Now I'm in Spokane, Washington, and I'm living in my in-laws' basement. And it's going just as well as you think it would during a quarantine, where I can't do anything in regards to buying a house or getting out of here until this is all over. So I'm working in the basement Monday through Friday. I'm able to work from home, and we've started laying some people off, though, so kind of waiting to see if that's going to be me. And I made this terrible move for no reason. And in the meantime, between crushing self-doubt and constant anxiety, I'm getting on House Party and talking to people and Google Hangouts and just trying to keep sane and catch up on my TV shows and communities on Netflix. So I just started that.
All right. Kat?
I'm Kat. I am a very not essential worker. I was part of the workforce that was dropped first out of, bars and restaurants and entertainment. So I've had a lot of time to not work. And I actually was just about to start a contract job in April with the government, funded by the government. So I have a Schrodinger's contract job. And I may have it, I may not. They have it. We'll let you know soon on their website. It's fun. But outside of that, I am a constant cosplay streamer on Twitch. And so I build costumes. And, we're in my nook of the house of my studio, which is really just the atrium off of the garage. But that's okay. I have so much. I have an entire complex costume to build in April, and I'm gonna need all of that time. So
nothing but time.
And then maybe I'll work. I don't know. It's Schrodinger's job at the moment. I'll either start working or I won't. But this is my birthday month, so I'm kind of at the very Like, I would like to know in the next week, because if I am going to start working, then I become someone who's an at-risk person because I live with a senior citizen. And if I don't have a job, then I've been quarantined and only bringing in new germs when I go to the grocery store. And I'm going to go shelter at home at a friend's house instead during my birthday week, and then not bring any new germs in there, and then come back. So I'm an extrovert, and not being able to see people or touch people is like really bad for my mental health. And so hopefully either my mental health will get better because I'm working and doing something, or I'm gonna mildly jump ship, but in the safest way possible.
Virtual hugs.
The house in question, they all either work for home or are students, so they also aren't introducing any new gyms to their house unless like they're going shopping or whatever. So we're mitigating our risk while also keeping in mind of our mental health. And I know a lot of shame has popped up about people being social during this time of crisis, and it also is something that isn't being discussed, that we will probably see some very, very upsetting statistics after this is all over for people who have been socially isolated, and that is not good for them. And I'm trying to mitigate my risk as best as possible while also, staying safe in my brain zone.
Very cool. Well, I am Kyle. I live in North Metro Atlanta. My timeline is very similar to Ryan. I've been working from home for about 3 weeks, and it was about a week or so later that they started quarantine where I live. I work for a local city, so still busy, but what we're doing is drastically different than what I normally did. If you notice, I'm recording somewhere that I normally don't during a live show. That's because I've moved my computer to a room away from my TV, so that way when I work, I'm not tempted to get distracted and stuff. So it does kind of force me to kind of focus on when it's my time to work and stuff. So that's why you're now in my library. So enjoy seeing my books in the background. I guess probably the biggest challenge for me is I do live in a house by myself, so I basically do not see people in real life other than when I do my daily walk around the neighborhood and I see other neighbors walking 15, 20 feet away, and we try to maintain the distance and stuff. So that's probably the biggest challenge I have, is just not seeing people in real life on a regular basis. It's definitely a unique time for sure. So I'm glad we're getting to do this. This is a nice little break up in the mundaneness of catching up on stuff on Netflix and DVR and stuff like that, reading a lot. So nice little distraction. I spent pretty much a lot of free time last week building this quiz out, so it gave me a lot of time to do stuff.
Oh yeah, I've been hosting watch parties on my Discord. So like, because Netflix has its own little Google Chrome extension, but through Discord I can screen share, and so whatever I'm watching, platform I'm watching it on, I can screen share. So like, as long as I have a login password, I can watch whatever, and anybody can come join me. So that's also really been fun. And I will say that social contact is really important, and I would be in a much worse place if I didn't have Kona, my cat. Yeah, I've always felt that way about her, like her soothing presence and everything, but like, yeah, I'm so thankful for her.
All right, well, I think we're now ready to get started with the game. Just to kind of go over the viewers how this works. This is just like regular Jeopardy, except we just have nerdy categories that I've created. As a buzzer system, everybody will yell out their name. I'll try to judge best who's saying it first, but because of lag, there might be some issues. So sometimes the contestants might defer to somebody else if they think they were first. To make it a little bit more fun, I do 2 double Jeopardies each round. And the prize is it'll be the same as last time. You get to pick between a $100 Amazon gift card or a free pass to Dragon Con whenever Dragon Con happens, be it this year or future years.
Don't put that evil
Where's
out there,
the
Kyle.
wood?
I'm optimistic it'll happen. The one benefit of my job, since I work for a city, we get a lot of projections and stuff. And I think I've seen some optimistic stuff. Hopefully by that time we might be getting back to normal, but who knows? But anyway, so is everybody ready? You got your game boards?
Yeah, ready to lose. Stay consistent
if you haven't watched
with my brand.
We have Holly has won 2 times, and Ryan is our defending champion. So we almost have enough winners to do a tournament of champions. We just need one more winner, and we can do that. All right. So the categories
David, it's your year.
Sure. Okay.
Categories are, first up is Project Kyle. It's all facts about Kyle. Next category is sports in movies, TV shows, and books. So this is basically some sort of sport that's depicted. The example I'm going to use is Quidditch. You could say Harry Potter. You don't have to tell me the first book it appears in or the first movie, just the franchise in general. So just keep that in mind. Who is the director? So I tell you a movie, and you just tell me who the director is.
Both Holly and I are like,
Famous quotes. I'm going to give you a quote. You tell me what it's from, and I'm looking for what it's most famously from or what it is first from. So some of these quotes have been, because they're so popular, they've been quoted in other stuff, but I want where it came from originally. DC movies. So all movies in the DC universe. And Pokemon.
Wait. I only have 5 columns on my answer sheet.
There should be 6. Unless I made the board wrong.
No, there was 6. I thought there was 6.
Got it?
I only have 5. I screen capped that biz.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I drew my own.
Yeah, I think I might have just did the board wrong on that one. So yeah, just.
All right. 6 is
add
Pokemon.
extra.
What?
Pokemon.
I apologize.
Oh, just in general, Pokemon. Okay.
Yep. All right, and since Ryan is the defending champion, he gets to pick first. So what category and dollar amount do you want to go with, Ryan?
I'm going to go with Pokemon for 200.
This star voiced Pikachu in the movie Detective Pikachu.
Cat.
Holly.
Cat.
Who is Ron Reynolds?
That is correct. All right, Kat, you're up next.
Next in category.
Okay. Pokemon is short for this.
Ryan.
Ryan?
Pocket Monsters. What is Pocket Monsters?
That is correct.
All right.
Learn something new every day.
I'm not into Pokemon, so this is all I learned a lot with this category.
Pokemon for 600.
Pokemon Go launched in this year.
Cat.
Cat.
2017. When is 2017.
That is incorrect.
16. Damn it. Maybe. 1996.
Anybody else want to go?
Ryan.
Ryan.
When is 2016?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has been way too long. I have been playing that for way too long. It's fine.
Yeah, I am. Fun fact, just as an aside, I actually went back to the video that you made on the channel, Kat, about Pokemon Go, and commented because it has been, almost 4 years since the actual launch of the thing.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, oh shit, nope. Because it was June 7th, 2016 or something.
Yeah, it was very.
I have no idea on the date.
I was like, oh, I got too excited. Okay.
Okay, let's go for the 800 in the Pokemon category.
Good. After he turns this age, Ash is allowed to start the journey in the world of Pokemon.
Ryan.
Ryan?
What is 10 years old?
That is correct.
Let's just finish out the category then.
All right. The first Pokemon video game was developed for this gaming device.
Ryan,
Ryan,
what is the Game Boy?
that is correct.
Couldn't guess that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's up next, Ryan?
Gosh. I'm gonna go for DC movies for 200.
Billy Bastion's superhero identity.
Ryan,
Ryan,
who is the Flash?
that is incorrect. Again, who is Billy Bastion's superhero identity? Maybe you're not used to hearing this name in a Southern accent. If so, I apologize. That might throw you off a little
I
bit.
don't think that's it. I just think DC movies are garbage. Um,
Hot take.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shazam! Which I haven't seen.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I haven't seen
that
that.
was actually a good one. That's on HBO to stream right now, you guys.
Ooh.
I should have known that one. It's actually a good one.
We don't get HBO in the UK, but I'm just gonna say that sounds awesome. Okay, so we sticking with me then, since no one was able to steal. Let's go for Project Kyle for 200.
Kyle takes a test every year to try to get on this TV show.
David.
Woo!
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I have no idea. What do y'all think?
I said ooh and raised my hand, so not me.
I'll let y'all. I have no clue.
I literally heard Holly and David right at the same time, so I can't help you there. You're gonna have to decide between yourselves.
Holly and David,
Let's
do y'all
rock,
have-
paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Two scissors. Two scissors.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
I can't see David.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, David goes. Go ahead.
What is Jeopardy?
That is correct.
I know something. May I have directors for 200, please?
Pacific Rim.
Ooh, no. Never mind.
David.
Ryan? Oh.
David.
Who is Michael Bay?
That is incorrect.
Ryan.
Good job.
Ryan.
Who's Steven Spielberg?
That is incorrect.
I'm tapping out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guillermo del Toro.
I would have been wrong, so I'm glad I got my mouth shut.
Yeah, because he wanted to do basically like his version of Godzilla. Basically, it was his callback to that.
Yeah.
All right, who's
It
next?
was very good.
Oh, is that back to me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Directors for 400, please.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
David.
David.
Who is Steven Spielberg?
That is correct.
Very good.
It was gonna be in here.
Keep guessing.
Just-
Can I have sports for 200, please?
Pod racing.
right.
Holly.
I heard Ryan first.
What is Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace?
Star Wars is all I needed, but yeah, you were good.
So,
Oh, extra credit.
You get 201 points.
Sports and media for 400.
Oh,
Double Jeopardy. So
you're the
you
only one that has
currently
money.
have 2,600. David has 400. Holly has 0. Kat has negative 400. So how much would you like to wager?
Let's say 600. I'm gonna pay it safe for now.
600. Blurn's Ball.
Ryan. So
Yeah.
I don't have to call out because sorry. The Simpsons. What is the Simpsons?
Oh, close. Futurama.
Damn it.
All right, so you had 600. All right, so it brings you to 2,000. All right, so still your board.
Let's take quotes for 200.
Rosebud.
Ryan,
Ryan?
what is The Shining?
No. I'll give y'all a hint. It's routinely ranked as the best movie of all time.
Oh.
And it gets parodied all the time.
Holly.
Ollie?
Casablanca. What is Casablanca? Shit. Negative 200. Got it. Worth a shot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Citizen Kane.
Oh, good. I would have been wrong.
Terrible film.
I was really tempted to say something, and
If you've never seen it, I would definitely highly recommend it. It's a great movie.
well, now I won't on principle.
From the DC movies category, we've only had the 200 so far, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Can I take the 400?
Yep. Task Force X is better known by this name.
Ooh, cat.
Calf.
Deadpool. What is Deadpool?
No, that's incorrect.
Task Force X?
Confident.
Task Force X. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Deadpool's a Marvel.
That's Marvel.
property.
Cool. I'm so happy to be negative 800. It's cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that's the Suicide Squad.
Whatever. It doesn't exist. Harley Quinn's movie is the only one that exists. That really matters.
Actually,
like it.
haven't seen what's it called? Is it Birds of Prey?
Birds of Prey.
It's so good.
It's pretty
It's
good.
so good.
I liked it.
I had so much fun.
Real
It is
quick,
in the- it is in the
are you all
3
getting interference
DC
from
movies.
this weed eater?
I'm not, no.
Okay.
It's one of
Um,
the 3 DC movies that matter.
All right, Ryan, your
True.
board's
Wonder
still
Woman.
yours.
Project Kyle for 400.
Kyle filmed a Project Nerdy video on this beach.
Holly.
Holly?
What is Myrtle Beach?
There you go. Holly's in the positive.
200 points. Oh, sorry, it's still my turn. I'll do Project Kyle for 600.
Kyle's height.
Ryan,
Ryan?
what is 6 foot and 3 inches?
Nope.
Holly.
Holly?
What is 6'4"?
Nope.
Seriously?
Cat, let's go all in on negative.
Cat.
What is 6'2"?
Incorrect.
Dude, no, he's way taller than that. David, this is your opportunity.
I don't know. I have no
obviously-
perspective on how tall he is.
Okay, Dave.
All right, David.
What is 6'7"?
That's incorrect.
That's
Oh.
David.
I'm
You
6'6".
Come on.
Ah,
Y'all all
would've
underestimated other than David. So
I
he was the
overshot.
closest.
Too tall.
All right. Holly?
I'll do sports for 600.
Dunderball.
David,
Ryan,
Holly.
David?
what is The Office?
That is correct.
And we're back on the board. Maybe. I don't know how math works.
Yeah, you're on the board. You're positive.
Can I have quotes for 400, please?
That's what she said.
Holly.
Holly,
What is the office?
The Office, yeah.
We'll do quotes again. Is that 600 or 800? Where am I?
600 to be next.
Okay, I'll take it back.
You will ride eternal, shiny and chrome.
Holly.
Holly,
Was Mad Max.
that is correct.
Famous quotes for 800, please.
They call me Mr. Glass.
I don't trust myself.
dropped my marker. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unbreakable.
I was gonna be right.
I couldn't think of the name of it.
I wasn't sure if it was like if he introduces himself in that movie or if like he is introduced in the next movie. Whatever. It's fine. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
All right. Holly, still yours?
Well, famous quotes for 1,000, please.
I don't like sand. It's all coarse and rough and irritating. Holly's laughter distracted me, so I don't know who said first.
I heard Holly in her laughter.
I laughed and said, no. What is Star Wars?
Yep, that's correct. All right. Board still yours?
Directors for 600.
Get Out.
Holly.
Holly.
Who's Jordan Peele?
That's correct.
Couldn't remember which one it was. Peele or the other one.
I was trying to recall his first name.
I feel like Peele would have worked. And Jeff,
you can do last.
You do that. Yeah.
Okay.
For future reference.
Right.
That was direct. Do we have director 600 still, or did I just do that?
600. So we have 800
okay. Well, let's do directors 800.
Parasite.
Oh. I only know one of his names.
It was a very good movie. I highly recommend you watch it. That is all I can say to this question.
All right, so I'll attempt it. I'm sure I'll mispronounce it because my Korean's not up to standard, but Bong Joon-ho?
I just knew Bong,
I'm sure
but
I
I didn't think that was appropriate.
All right, up to you. What do you want next, Holly?
Sorry, I'm trying to eat toast on mute like a terrible person. Let's do Project Kyle for 800.
All right, so I need a prop for this.
Oh.
Ooh.
Color of Kyle's eyes.
Ooh.
Holly?
Holly?
What is green?
Oh, that's correct. There you go.
I almost went with blue. Let's finish off Project Kyle for 1,000.
This was asked during our last game, and let's try this again. This is Kyle's favorite Star Wars character.
I'm not gonna remember that. It was so weird. No, I'm just gonna eat my toast.
I mean, it's obviously absolutely Jar Binks. Like, there's no other answer, right?
I'll give you a hint. If nobody gets this, it'll probably be in next year's game as well. So take notes.
Kyle slowly figures out how to make Star Wars a bigger, important part of our lives.
I remember it was from one of the novels.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a book character. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is why it's totally Jar Jar Binks.
So as a hint, he's now been in one of the cartoon series. He was a main villain in one of the cartoon series.
It's totally BB-8.
In recent years as well. Like since Disney bought it. He's been brought into canon. So he's officially Disney canon.
Nice.
Jawa number 4.
All right, well, I'll give it to you. It's Thrawn or Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he was in Rebels, I think is the show that he was on.
All right, I think I have a way to put this to my memory because I know at least 3 people who cosplay.
Yeah, a lot of people cosplay as him. He's a very popular cosplayer.
That'll help.
And there's always a panel about him at there's always a Thrawn panel every year. So. All right.
now,
So that
I don't
was
think I
Holly's board,
knew.
so still yours.
I don't think
Holly.
I knew that character last year, like the connection. Like I just knew my friend cosplayed a character, and now I do know the connection.
There you go.
You'll probably get it right next time.
Maybe if.
Let's do DC movies for 600. Oh my god.
All right. So the current standings are Holly's in first place with 2,800. Ryan is in second with 1,200. David is third with 400, and Kat is fourth with negative 1,400. So how much would you like to wager?
I will wager 1,000.
1,000. The color of the flower Bruce Wayne has to carry up the mountain, and Batman Begins.
God damn it. Well, what is purple?
Oh, blue.
That was close.
We'll wait for Kat to return. Or no, Kat's wait.
Cat.
Oh,
Last card up.
baby.
Sorry, my
All
dad
right.
came to pick up my grandma.
All right. Holly, the board's still yours.
DC movies 800.
Wonder Woman is from this island nation.
Cat.
Kat.
What is Themyscira?
That's correct. I was hoping somebody would get that because I have no idea how to pronounce that. So thank you very much.
I was just like, all right, Kat, it's okay. Center yourself. You can do this.
All right, board's yours, Kat.
Let's finish the category.
In Christopher Nolan's Batman movies, most of the scenes in Gotham are filmed in this city.
Holly. Ooh.
Holly?
What is Pittsburgh?
That is correct.
Ah! I did not think I was going to get that.
All right, Holly, the board's still yours.
Okay, let's do, yeah. Okay, sports 800.
Oh, sports 800. Pyramid.
Cat!
Cat.
I was waiting. What is Battlestar Galactica?
That is correct.
I was like, this is like probably the only one I'm gonna know. And it's Kyle, so he's gonna put it in. 200 points. Excellent.
Yeah. All right, so you either have 1,000 in that category or 1,000
right.
in Rector.
Let's go sports. Finish the category.
Spring ball.
Ooh.
All right, does it look like you may know that one? It is Star Trek, specifically Deep Space Nine.
If you'd have said Kataskat, I would have got it.
All right, and the last one is 1,000 in directors. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Holly?
Holly?
Who is Alfonso Cuarón, however.
That is correct. All right, and that brings it into the first round of Jeopardy. These scores are in first place is Holly with 3,800. Ryan is in second with 1,200. David is third with 400, and Kat will get the first category in Double Jeopardy with $200. So let me get board number.
I either wanted to end the thing positive or really, really negative.
All right. Everybody ready for round two? All right. Here's the categories. Project Kyle, Volume 2. Harry, not Potter. This category is about famous Harrys, but not Harry Potter.
Holly's face.
Watchmen, the HBO series.
What?
Watchmen, but specifically the HBO series. streaming services shows, so stuff like Netflix, Disney Plus, cons, which was one of y'all's suggestions, and Brit Cinema and TV, another one of your suggestions.
All right.
All right, so Kat, you get the first choice.
Project Kyle, Too Fast, Too Furious. 400.
Kyle grew up on this type of farm.
Oh. I didn't know there was types of farms. City girl. I'm
David.
like,
David?
What is a dairy farm?
Incorrect.
No.
what other farms?
Alright.
Holly. I'll just
Holly?
guess Holly. How about a sheep farm?
No, that's incorrect.
Fine. Worth a shot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So a cattle farm, but specifically beef cattle.
Oh, come on.
They're very, very
You knew there were cows
Dairy.
involved.
So if I would have
Not
said cow
dairy.
farm, which was on the tip of my tongue.
cow farm.
Probably would have worked. Give it to you.
All right, Kat, the board's still yours.
Same category, 800.
Kyle's age.
Holly.
Holly?
34.
Incorrect.
Ugh.
I want to stay positive, though. I want to stay in the positive.
I thought you was saying you didn't want to offend me with your age guess, but
I have a very strong idea.
we'll count you down, and
But-
if you decide, you can guess
But
after.
no, like the whole 1 year off thing burnt me last time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you want to guess, Kat? No points.
No, I could tell you that you're on the side of the year you were born. Like I'm pretty sure you're a winter baby, but
I
that
am a winner,
means-
baby.
that means like you either had well, obviously you've had your birthday already, so that means I'm definitely a year off.
I want to say 36.
Or
What did you guess?
I guessed 36.
Yeah. No,
I was gonna say 37.
37.
Okay.
Well, you have the face of a
I am the old
34-year-old.
man of the group.
Yeah, I know you're the old, but I was like, I'm pretty sure. So
I
this
should've
was
got
my
points.
thing. This was my
Oh.
brain. I'm pretty sure he was 36 at Dragon Con, and if he's had a winter birthday, he's 37.
Yeah.
Good deduction.
Last time
Alright.
we talked about your age, you were 36. So.
That's true, yeah. All right. Kat, the board's still yours. You want to go for 1,200 or
Yeah.
change it up?
Yeah.
The first YouTube channel Kyle subscribed to.
Oh.
It's been talked about a lot in Project Nerdy videos and live shows.
Ryan,
Ryan?
this will put me on 0 if I'm incorrect, but what is the Vlogbrothers?
Nope.
Damn.
I should
Yeah.
never subscribe to them. So yeah.
Well, I've got a lot of catching up to do now.
Welcome to my life.
Five,
Excuse me, are you at 200?
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little channel known as Hollis Hillis.
Okay, I was gonna guess that, but I didn't want to seem self-centered. But I was pretty sure it was me.
The only reason I did, you had to create an account so you could actually comment in on video, and I wanted to comment on one of her videos, so I
You
created
remember
my
what
account.
video it was?
Your Halloween costume video.
Oh yeah, that's old. Oof. Oopsie, oof. Okay.
I think it's one of those
looked.
videos I watched.
I have not
watched
posted.
several. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not posted a video to my channel since 2018. I just looked this week.
Me too.
Yeah.
I thought I
Maybe
had done
more.
at least once in 2019, but I think I just thought really hard about it.
Oh.
All right. You want to go for 1600, Kat?
Yes, and then probably not answer it. Absolutely.
Kyle's favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh. I've definitely seen a ranking video where you talked about this.
Yeah. I mean, if other people want to guess, and then I'll just come in last. Have a better chance. I'll guess. Holly.
Holly?
What is the New Hope?
Nope.
Fine. You guys get 5 more chances.
That is currently 4th in my rankings.
Not even real money. Go ahead, everybody.
Ryan.
Ryan?
What is The Force Awakens?
That is incorrect. That is number 3 on my rankings.
I just was going with the
So
classic
get
ones. I didn't even think
closer.
of the full skulls.
Well, like also, does Rogue One rank higher? Does Han Solo rank higher? It does
rank the highest.
5, 4, 3.
I
2.
don't remember.
Return of the Jedi.
Everyone's favorite.
I acknowledge Empire that Strikes Back is the best movie, but Return is my favorite.
All right.
Whoa, gauntlet thrown.
It mainly comes down, well, I say, like, I feel like I can rewatch Return more often than Empire just because Empire is darker. It's just a more fun watch. But.
I would agree. Also, if you can't, like, just automatically adore Ewoks, then who are you? And
Yeah,
get
I
out
agree.
of here.
I've always loved it.
It would have been my guess solely because it's like.
In fact, I've always wanted to go to California, specifically just to go to the Redwood Forest where they filmed The Forest Moon of Endor. So.
Yeah.
All right, so Pat, you want to just keep 2,000?
Uh-huh.
All right, Kyle's favorite soft drink, which I have been drinking during this video. Ollie?
What is Coca-Cola?
No.
I feel like I know this.
I've lost so much money.
David?
What is Mellow Yellow?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle, no. Ew.
I would have been wrong.
Jeez.
That's okay.
Mellow
Coke would be second.
yellow.
Is that a Mellow Yellow thing?
This is Mellow Yellow, yep.
I've never seen Mellow Yellow in a can.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was like a one of those jump starts or devil starts your heart. Game fuel type can. Like it's very much designed like a energy drink type can. I thought Mellow Yellow had like the sideways.
Yes. That's
one of my favorite viral videos is the Monster Energy conspiracy theory woman.
Yes.
I have never seen that. That sounds fascinating.
Look it up when we're done. It's,
okay.
Yeah.
On behalf of my faith, I will apologize for her. But you will adore it. It's so bad.
So David, you actually control the board now, so you.
I do.
Yep.
Hey, can I have British television for 400, please?
A comedic zombie film released in 2004. Cat.
What is Shot of the Dead?
That is correct. All right, Cat.
Next question. Same category. Ah, fuck.
I thought you could.
All right, so to give you the current standings, David is in first place thanks to his Mellow Yellow answer at 2,000. Kat, you're now second with 600.
My money.
Holly is negative 1,000 and third. And Ryan is negative 1,604.
How far we fall.
So
Right?
you can wager up to 1,000 if you want. You don't have to, but
I will keep it as regular points earned of 800.
800, okay. The James Bond film series is based on books by this author.
Who is Ian Fleming?
That is correct. All right, the board's still yours, Kat.
Same category. Next question. It's just the easiest to keep track of.
The youngest actor who played Doctor Who.
Cat.
Yep,
Who's Matt Smith?
that is correct. Holly is now in the positive.
Take that. Okay. I will do the 1600 British cinema TV film book, whatever.
This aristocratic family is the focus of Downton Abbey.
David,
David?
who are the Crawleys?
That is correct.
Very good.
The very first thing I thought of was Mr. Bates. Mr.
I
Bates. So really, that show is all about Mr. Bates, and you can argue with me if you would like.
Oh no, I agree.
About everybody. Can we clear the category, please?
Yep. Phoebe Waller-Bridge was the head writer for the first season of this spy thriller show.
Oh,
Oh, I want to guess
Ryan?
so bad.
Ryan?
What is Spooks?
That is well, it could be correct, but it's not the answer to this.
Okay. So,
This one she specifically left after the first season.
no, it's the cat.
Cat?
Sandra. Oh, Killing Eve.
That's correct.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I didn't guess. I almost said Luther.
I was like,
I don't
I'll
know.
get there. I'll get there. Just say the other things. Ring in first seat. Don't give it up to other people.
All right. Cat. Category yours. Or the question's yours, I should say. The
Oh,
board.
right. Let's go with Harry's for 400.
He rose to stardom as a member of the band One Direction.
Cat.
Hey,
Cat.
Who is Harry Styles?
That is correct. Cat
whose
takes the
solo
lead.
career is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, no, I saw him live.
Oh,
It was
so
actually
jelly.
really great.
got pretty cool hair.
All right, Cat.
Let's go 800.
Harry Hart and the Kingsman is portrayed by this actor.
Oh, what is his name?
Oh,
Cat.
Cat.
Fuck. Wait, I did this last time and it worked
Oh.
in my brain.
Ugh.
Oh shit! Shit!
Oh my god.
No,
Who played
His-
him?
Very.
I was like Bridget Jones.
I know, I want to say that too.
No,
You're
wait.
Mr.
All right.
Darcy.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Darcy.
Up to everybody else. Reopen.
What is his name?
You're welcome. You're
Keep
welcome.
going.
you too.
5,
Oh my god,
4,
I hate myself.
3, 2. Holly looks very upset.
I can tell you now.
Tell us
After I
now.
failed it. It's Colin Firth.
Colin.
Ugh.
I was so mad at myself.
Wow.
Very upset.
All right, Kat, do you just want to do the next one in the category?
Yep.
1200. This Harry was a world famous magician.
Ryan,
I heard Ryan first.
who is Harry Houdini?
That is correct.
I cannot carry on in this category. It's making my heart go crazy. Let's go for streaming service shows for 400.
Stranger Things is set in this city.
Cat.
And
Cat.
What is Hawkins?
That is correct.
Next question.
The villain of season 1 of Jessica Jones.
Cat.
Cat.
Who is Kilgrave?
That is correct.
Same category. Next question. I hate this. I hate Double Jeopardy so much.
All right. The current scores. First place is Kat with 4,200. David second, 3,600. Holly third, 200. Ryan negative 2,400. So you can.
Nope, I'm keeping it the same.
1,200?
Exactly as. Yep.
Okay.
Oh no.
She is an ex-rebel shock trooper who befriends the Mandalorian.
Is it Cara Deleune or it's like
David, your face is saying what my brain is.
Is that a Claude Debussy song?
Cara.
I'll give you.
Cara Dune?
That's correct, Cara Dune.
I was like, is it Kira or is it Cara? And is it Dune or Dune? I'm going with simple because Star Wars is rather simple sometimes. Like, to be fair. Like, are we... Okay.
Next question, Kat.
I can stop sweating now. Yep. I am legitimately sweating.
This Netflix
I've never
sitcom.
done this well, you guys. I don't like it.
This Netflix sitcom was created by Tina Fey.
Holly. 30 Rock?
Sorry?
It is. Sorry. What is 30 Rock?
It's not a Netflix show, though.
David.
Oh.
David.
I didn't think about that.
David?
That's my point.
What is crap? I can
know this one now. I know it. Ugh.
It's Kimmy Schmidt, the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
That is correct.
Forgot about the cat.
She's alive, damn it! It's a miracle.
Oh.
My brain immediately went to One Day at a Time and hyperfixated, and I couldn't get past it. So if you haven't seen One Day at a Time, watch it. It's amazing.
All right, David, the board's yours.
Have Watchmen for 400, please.
Watchmen for 400.
I'm out.
What night took place in this American city?
What was it? Holly.
Holly?
Was Kansas City?
Nope.
Shit, what was it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I knew it was some little thing. All right.
Your West Coast elitists overlooking the middle of the country.
Yeah. Some little whatever.
Oh.
All right,
American
yours.
David?
Oh, it's still me. Sorry. Watchmen for 800, please.
Dr. Manhattan can be called on this planet via a special phone booth.
What is Holly? What is Holly called?
Holly?
What is Mars?
That is correct.
I will do streaming services for 2,000.
John Smith becomes the villainous leader of America in this show. John Smith. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Man in the High Castle.
All right,
I've
Watchmen
never
1,200.
seen that in its completion. I've only
Me
seen it
either.
out of order because Amy binged it. And so, like, it's one of the many shows that she watched because she loves historical drama. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to spend time with you. So I'm not even sure what any of the characters' names are, but I know the plot.
There you go. All right, so Watchmen for 1,200. Was that correct, Holly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Angela eats this at the end of the last episode.
Holly.
Holly?
What is an egg?
That is correct. Holly is in the positive.
Oh, we still have Harry categories. I'll take Harry, not Potter, for 1,600. You hate me.
Harry met this character in a famous 1980s rom-com.
Holly.
David.
Holly?
What is Sally?
That
Who
is correct.
Sally? I've never seen that.
Neither have I.
It's in the
Let's do
title,
2000
luckily.
Harry. Yup.
President of the U.S. at the end of World War II.
Holly.
Holly?
Who's Truman?
That is correct. Y'all got a history
Sorry,
question.
everybody.
Yeah, I almost sprung in. I was like taking my breath in and I heard you say your name and I was like, cool. Because like my gut feeling that it was going to be a president. Honestly, it's Kyle.
All right. Holly, what do you want next?
Wasn't it Tubman and Truman were the two? Never mind.
Tubman and Troop. What?
Like Harriet Tubman?
I thought I couldn't think of what Tubman's first name was.
Harriet.
Harriet.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was gonna be like. Well, next time you can have a Harriet question under
There you
the.
go.
There you go.
Harriet Spy.
All right.
Those are the
Holly?
only two Harriets I know. Watchmen for 1,600, please.
Dr. Manhattan creates life on this moon.
What is that moon? Do I have a lot of points or not really?
Yeah, I can give you. Holly, you have 3,800. Kat has 5,400. David has 5,200. Ryan has negative 2,400.
Okay, whatever. I'll guess. Holly.
Holly,
Is it Ios? What is Ios?
that is incorrect.
Fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I've never seen this show, so.
Know any moons of Jupiter?
4, 3, 2, 1. Europa.
The only moon that I know he goes to is the moon.
What is the moon?
All right. Holly, the board's still yours.
Okay, fine. 2,000 Watchmen.
Does our moon have a name?
Our moon? No, it's just the moon.
Cool. We're super self-centered. I assume
Yep.
so.
Kind of like our sun is just a sun. You know.
It's called Sol. Our son is called Sol.
Oh,
But
why
yeah,
is that a category, Ryan? Full of random knowledge about the sun.
already?
Astronomy category next time.
Maybe I should run Jeopardy and pay for all of the prizes next time.
Whatever, you were in first place in the beginning.
Well, yeah. Take the financial responsibility off Kyle at least.
The HBO series was created by this individual whose departure after season 1 brought the series to an end.
Should know that though.
Oh, so there's like not going to be another episode?
No, HBO's kind of said if they do it in the future, it'll be a limited thing now. They're treated as more of a limited experience now versus a series. Because basically, once he left, all the actors said we won't come back unless it's him, and he said like I told the story I wanted to tell.
Nice, good.
Yeah.
I like those
that.
hard lines.
And this is partly y'all give up.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
So-
never seen this. I have
Well, I
no
was
idea
gonna
what's
say it's
going on.
partly explained, I think, because of his other experience being a creator of Lost, and maybe feeling like people didn't like how it ended. But Damien Lindelof,
Yeah.
a lot of people
that's right.
speculated that his experience with Lost kind of convinced him, just tell the story you want to tell and just end it. Don't.
Yeah.
That's what I was excited about The Good Places Hardline.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a good show, and I would have watched 1,000 TV series of it, but, like, they told the story that they wanted to tell, and then said, deuces.
I liked that too.
All right, so all we have left is the cons category. So do you just want to go in order? You want to go 400?
Yeah, let's just sit back and watch Kat do this.
I should say this category, I created all questions I think that y'all all should have a chance of getting. So I tried to be as fair as possible. 400. This con featured a Project Nerdy meetup in 2019.
Ryan.
Cat.
I heard Ryan first.
Mm-hmm.
What is Dragon Con?
Because I laughed. I laughed instead of saying my name.
Okay. 800.
Okay.
Founded by the Green Brothers.
Ryan.
Cat.
I heard Ryan first.
What is VidCon?
That is correct. Just want to go 1,200? This con's name might make you think of the Wizard of Oz.
Cat.
Ryan.
Cat.
What is Emerald City Comic Con?
That is correct.
What I mentioned in this stream already.
Yeah. You want to go 1,600?
Yep.
This con was originally called the Golden State Comic Book Convention. David?
What is San Diego Comic Con?
That is correct.
Really?
Yep.
What?
And 2,000. Based on last year's estimated attendance, this con is now the largest in America.
Not San Diego. Oh, I guess
Cat.
that.
Cat?
What is New York City Comic Con?
That is correct.
Mm.
It overtook San Diego, and if San Diego was already an answer, it was a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, I would have guessed San Diego if it hadn't already been an answer. For
And
sure.
the other one, like Emerald City, is actually not that far behind those two either. It's very close as well.
I love that
I
con.
think,
I think
Dragon
Con is
still holds
5th
third.
or 6th.
Oh, really?
There's a lot that is basically in like the 80 to 95,000. There's like 5 or 6 that are all right around there.
I thought Dragon was the third, but I think it just takes up the most space outside of the Jarvis.
I think they
and
do. Yeah,
the,
Dragon Con's hard
like-
to estimate because you have stuff like the parade that people can go to, but you don't have to buy a pass to, and it's you run into stuff like that. All right, so at the end of our first two categories, or rounds, I should say, first place is Kat with $8,600. Second place is David with $6,800. Holly is third, $2,200. And Ryan is negative $1,200, which means we take it up in our tradition to $0 so he can be in Final Jeopardy. And then Ryan, you can wager up to $2,000. Everybody else can wager whatever they want, up to the amount you currently have.
Here's the category.
Sorry, I spiraled there for a minute. I didn't hear half of what you said, but that's okay.
I think this will just be easier. I'll just have y'all message me on Instagram, the Kyle BTT11. So I'll first tell you the category, then you send me your wager, then I'll tell you the question, and then you'll give me your answer via Instagram, and then we'll have you read that out. So the category for Final Jeopardy is Disney.
Oh, hells yeah.
Anything.
Send me your wagers.
What was it? No,
Disney.
You
How
have
much money you have?
You have 8,600.
8,600.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yep.
I know. I'm so
Holly,
uncomfortable
send me
right now.
wager more than you have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I definitely sent you way more than I actually have.
You basically waited
Wow.
for a cat.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. How's that?
Yes, that's allowed.
Is that what I have?
All right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I just
So
need
out of
cat
it.
weight.
Okay. Trying to do the math on stuff.
Oh, it's fine.
All your money.
You're just working out the minimum that you can wager and still not have a chance of losing.
Well, David's close
I
enough
mean-
that she has to.
Yeah.
Something.
I didn't hear what David has.
David has 6,800, so he's not that far behind you.
Okay. No, fuck, that's the wrong math. Okay.
Basically, David's score means pretty much everybody still has a chance because theoretically she has to wager enough to beat him. And so if her and David both miss it, Ryan and Holly are still in the game.
Okay, that's better. So then H60 minus. How do people do math on live television? How does that work?
They take a commercial break.
Yeah. Has anyone
Oh,
seen the British
that's
game
true.
show Countdown?
Mm-mm.
They have a section of it, so it's a word and number game. So they'll have like anagrams as one of the main that's the main kind of gimmick of the show. And then the other part of the show is you have to get to a certain number using only the numbers that you pick off a board. And you can add them, divide them, multiply them. You can do whatever you want with them, but you have to use these numbers to reach this final total.
So since Holly's been to taping, like how much time do they actually give people to do their wager?
Oh, yeah, it's not super long. It's about how long a commercial break would be.
Is it?
Anyway, yeah, they don't time it out, but they try to stick to a schedule because they film 3 games per day.
I wasn't sure if they're like, hey, you have 30 seconds, you have a minute, or how.
Yeah, my episodes that I actually saw, I saw the college tournament being taped, so the one that airs tomorrow.
Wow.
So if you're able to watch Jeopardy, the one that airs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was there physically to see that
Cool.
live. So I already
That's
know
awesome.
who wins those games.
Do they pan the crowd? Will we have a chance of seeing you?
They do in the beginning sometimes. In between commercial breaks, sometimes they'll pan. But we were so far in the left corner, I doubt you'd be able to see us. Me and my dad. But oh my god, it was so much fun, you guys. I'm so happy because they
How far are
stopped
they
doing live shows because of this virus. So
Yeah.
All right, so I got Kat's wager, so we're ready to go. So again, just send me your answer the same way you just sent me your wager. The question is, in the 1980s, Disney nearly went out of business until a series of movies saved the company. They were released from 1989 to 1999, are commonly termed the Disney Renaissance. This movie is credited with starting the Disney Renaissance. And I didn't cue up the music this time, so.
you said it was series of movies.
So not a series of like movies. It's like
Okay.
the movies released in like this 10-year is basically
Right.
considered like a kind of a golden age where like every movie they were releasing was critically held and also making them a lot of money. So I'll say the question again just in case.
One more.
In the 1980s, Disney nearly went out of business until a series of successful animated movies from 1989 to 1999, termed the Disney Renaissance, saved the company. This movie is credited with starting the Disney Renaissance. All right, I got David's answer. I got Kat's answer.
I'm torn between two, but I think
I know, me
I'm
too.
probably wrong. Damn it, I think it's the other one.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong too. I picked 91.
I'm tallying up y'all scores. So.
It's beautiful.
Thanks. It's the old Disney VHS jingle.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Coming
yeah.
soon to own
All
on
right. So we will start with who was in fourth place, Ryan, who wagered $2,000. Do you want to tell me what you guessed, Ryan?
I went with The Little Mermaid.
I'll wait until everybody reveals their answer to reveal what's correct, just to build up the drama.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Holly. Holly wagered all her money, $2,200. What did you guess, Holly?
I was gonna guess Little Mermaid, but I went with Beauty and the Beast, even though I know it came out in like 91 or something. So that's probably wrong. But I went with that anyway.
All right, so David wagered $2,800. Do you want to tell me what you guessed?
I guessed The Little Mermaid.
And Kat wagered $1,940. Do you want to tell me what you guessed, Kat?
The Little Mermaid. I fully expected to get this wrong, so I didn't do the math to beat David. I did the math to give me a cursed answer, like as my final number, because I fully expected to get this wrong. I'm so mad.
Well, the correct answer is The Little Mermaid.
Guessed it.
So our fourth place finisher with $0 is Holly.
Hi,
Ryan
everyone.
finished third with $2,000. David finished second with $9,600. And Kat won with $10,740.
What?
Yeah.
I fully expected that the math was wrong on that.
Oh, you won.
I thought I lost as soon as you went. Wait, what did you wager?
You just wagered
David?
$1,500.
Oh, I thought you went the full 2,000.
Sorry, he did $2,800, yeah, which still just brought him up to $9,600.
But because I got it right, I got the points. That's how math works.
That is how math works.
I've never done this well before, you guys. I'm usually checked out by this point in the game.
Congrats to Kat. She won, so she gets to pick between a pass to Dragon Con or a $100 Amazon gift card, so she can let me know later what she would like.
I wonder what I will choose.
All right, so that is our game. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we go off?
Legitimately crying from laughing.
We have to make the second annual Project Nerdy Dragon Con meetup happen. I feel like we started a tradition.
There you go. We
Are
actually
you
had a
coming?
fan.
Are you going to try to come this year?
I've been tossing the idea back and forth.
I mean,
month
like,
is it usually?
It's Labor Day
Labor
weekend.
Day weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was September.
Yeah, it's
But-
very
Which-
possible that it will actually
Like
go ahead.
if American football's coming back and cons aren't allowed to happen, there will be nerd rioting. So, if our president doesn't care about like the deaths of his people and wants football back, then we better get our fucking cons back too.
That's how I'm going down.
But yeah, a lot of the travel plans that I had for this year have been cancelled anyway. So yeah, it's very possible that it could happen.
It's very possible that flights will be pretty cheap.
And as always, if anybody wants to come and needs to save money, I do have a guest bedroom that is available.
Well, unfortunately,
Come out
I'm
for-
bringing
house
3 other
tonight.
people with
Which I
me.
know-
so
yeah, and that's
I don't
not
think
an
I
option
can
for
bring
you.
your house.
Serious cosplayers anyway. It's
Yeah.
It's not. You need to be in one of the hotels, but
Well, now I have flights and a ticket. Now I just need to figure out a hotel room.
well,
No, I have
congrats.
I have 3 other people that were like, "Hey, we want to go with you," and I was like, "Oh, so instead of finding a hotel where I can just jump in on, I'm responsible for all of us." That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh,
And also, I feel like the hotel pricing has gone up in the area, so and everyone's moving forward like financially, fiscally, like Dragon Con's gonna happen.
Of course, if Holly ever wants to go, she won a Dragon Con pass like 3 years ago that she never used. So that's still is.
True.
yeah.
True.
I think I'm going to be in Hawaii for Labor Day this year if everything's still available and the world hasn't ended. But
Hawaii might be slightly nicer than downtown Atlanta.
Well,
Much cosplay
it's
though.
never been to
building-
downtown Atlanta.
It's
so.
building up to it. Like last year was 3 of us. We could get David down there. There'd be 4 of us this year. It's all on you to keep this going, David. I don't know about positive peer pressure or negative peer pressure, but like.
Yeah, David's been
And then-
suspiciously quiet this whole time.
By 2021, we could try to get all of us. It's fine.
We could.
I'm gonna need 3 of them Corona checks in order to be able to make that happen.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I
Yeah,
actually
where's
got
my money?
Money.
my
I'm supposed to get
flights.
money in the mail or something.
I got my flights to Dragon Con for $6.
Oh wow.
Because it's the cheapest I've ever gotten flights, and because Emerald City was canceled, I got a voucher through Southwest, and so the difference between Dragon Con and Emerald City was $6.
That's amazing.
Which
That's such
just
good news.
so yeah, so like Southwest is the best for cosplayers because it includes 2 checked bags plus your carry-on and your personal items. You can technically have 4 bags included in the price that you pay for your ticket. And then Southwest always gives vouchers for cancellations, and they don't penalize you, I think, up to like 24 hours before your flight. You can always get like there's no charge for cancellation, and you don't lose it. They just will have you a voucher, and they say it's a year, but March to November is not a year. So my cancellation of a March flight was expired in like mid or late November. So I was like, ooh, as soon as Dragon Con tickets go up, I can get those tickets, like for flights for the range, because it's around this time that I always get flights for Dragon Con because of how it gets spaced out. And both tickets were under $100. So after tax, it was just a little bit more. It was the cheapest I've ever gotten flights to Dragon Con. And I was like, well, if in fact Dragon Con doesn't happen, then I can stop those tickets a couple weeks out and have it cover Emerald City for March 2021.
There you go.
Oh man.
All right. Does anybody have anything they want to tell the viewers before we go offline and end the show?
Stay safe.
Yeah. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
And pay attention to your mental health and call people and get online and talk face to face with people if you need to, and hug your animals and go on walks, and it's going to be okay because everybody's experiencing this together right now, and it's nuts, and you're not the only person feeling your feelings.
And while a pet is such a great idea to have to keep you company, it is a lifelong for their life commitment. So just like a holiday gift, do not panic buy a pet because you are their lifelong home.
Yeah, don't get an Easter bunny.
Oh man.
And
No.
listen to the
Like-
information from the CDC and the WHO, and
And no one else.
put so much
And
stock
NHS if you're in
in
the
their
none,
army.
and none for you, Glen Coco /45.
Very cool.
Finally,
And thank you,
I am-
Kyle.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you,
Kyle.
Kyle.
I can't believe I did. I can't. What? Who? What?
Well done.
Never again. So the reason I know The Little Mermaid is because that was one of the first movies I saw in theaters. It came out 3 years after I was born. I'm 86. He said 89. Was the beginning of the time frame, and that was the only Disney movie that I knew of that came out in 89. And Ursula scared me so bad that, according to family lore, I jumped up out of my seat and ran and hid in the back of the theater. But it then became my favorite movie that I watched every other day coming to this house where Grandma lives. That altered with The Sound of Music. Those were my favorite movies growing up.
Aw.
Aw.
And
Fun
The Sound of
fact.
Music was on VHS, and you had to rewind it before you could watch the second version, like the second.
Yeah,
second.
2 cassettes of The Sound of Music.
Two
Thank you.
cassettes. Mhm.
That's crazy.
So when Titanic came out, I was already prepared.
Oh yeah. Also, Mario and The Little Mermaid and I are all the same age.
Oh wow.
Because we're all
Aw.
89.
Me too.
I'm like 8 months younger than Kat. So now that we had the Kyle round, everyone has talked about the year they were born.
Yeah.
David, what month are you?
July.
Okay, so I'm the baby. Fine.
Just for everyone's benefit, everyone on the channel and everyone potentially watching, I am working on the second installment of PN D&D. We haven't, as a collective, settled on a date yet, but it will happen, and we may or may not upload a video of it online.
Yeah, I'll have to check my really busy schedule and see.
I will have to just make that sure we don't do this on a day that I'm already playing D&D via Zoom. That being said, so in our group text, for anybody who doesn't know, we group text through Instagram now, because Holly is the only brave one of us to remove Mark Zuckerberg from her life almost completely.
Halfway there.
But that being said, we were originally talking about playing D&D and what date would be best, and that was today. And because it's a group text and I get it flagged through Instagram, like I only saw like a couple of the things that in the drop down, and so I still thought until Friday
when Kyle posted
when
his
Kyle posted
game board,
his thing
yeah.
on his game board, or no, when Kyle talked about playing Jeopardy this weekend, I still thought we were playing D&D today until Friday. Because I just missed it, and I went back and was scrolling through, and I was like, "Oh, nope, there it is. That definitely us deciding to play Jeopardy."
I'm sure Ron could create a game of D&D centered on people playing Jeopardy. I'm sure that could be
Very
created.
funny.
Are
I totally lost all my character stuff too in the move. I don't remember anything about
that's
me.
Okay. Like I have everyone's character details at least in like sketched out form that I could send you, and you could So
that would help me.
We'll
I
take that
strongly
offline.
suggest you build your character on D&D Beyond because it's digital.
I'm going to do a lot more this time. I've been watching a lot of videos and learning about how to do all of it because I had no idea what I was doing last time.
I think you all did really well for people with varying levels of experience. I think.
Have anybody watched live play since we played?
Yeah, I've been.
I mean, just Critical Role, but yeah.
One of my favorites is there's a British collective of Xbox gamers called Outside Xbox and Outside Extra. So there's 2 YouTube channels, and they have been playing D&D for about 2 years, and I've actually seen them play D&D on stage live at one of the Birmingham Comic Cons. So I really enjoy the style that their DM uses. So if anyone ends up watching that before or after our games, then you might see some of his kind of influence creeping into my DMing style.
Do you have like a favorite video that they've done, Ryan?
Yeah, so they all tend to be kind of one shots. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of the adventure, but there's one where they're in a forest and they're having to kind of save the forest from a mad gnomish druid. I will send you the deets after this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Put a link in the description.